you by China. Yes, China. Your friendly communist neighbors. We own all of your shit now.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me. Say hello to my little friend!
This coming up is just for Arwood Avalon. I think that was a successful opening to the weekend review.
I'm going right along with
I
them.
have a feeling I saw that somewhere before. I can't remember.
$12.
Oh,
I was like, okay, if I'm putting together a movie intro, I've got to have that in there for Arwen.
yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Oh, I loved it. All of it. I loved it.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. It has been a crazy ass week this week. There has been all kinds of craziness going on. There's been all kinds of shit going on. There are people getting fired left, right, and center that I really don't give a shit anymore, whether they get fired or not. Whole lot of teachers looking for jobs, whole lot of game devs looking for jobs, all because they decided to do a little do on fucking TikTok and the internet and whatever, celebrating bullshit that I just don't care anymore. I don't know about you, but I was one of those people that was like, you know what? Let's not seek to their level. Let's not do this. Getting people fired, trying to get them culled from the herd, leaving them in the wilderness to die. All this shit is BS. You can't do this. We don't need to go to this level. Don't be them. And now, you know what? I just don't care anymore. You have blown the give a shitter away with your little celebrations on TikTok and your little videos where you're dancing and you're like, ooh do do. I'm a fucking derp nerd.
I've lost my faith in humanity after just watching a little bit of that. I mean, honestly.
So Wednesday I left. I sent out a message. I think it was a little bit before Snowdub went live. Our buddy Snowdub, go check out his channel. He got a lot of he did a lot of good Wednesday. I put out a message. I was like, guys, I'm out. I'm out.
Yep.
I'm not going to be around. When you see someone that you know make an ass out of themselves by celebrating something that is so devastating and so crazy, and someone you care about, and you see that, and you just, it's more than a loss of faith in humanity. It's a loss of faith in people thinking that everyone has some good in them. I think that's the issue. And we're not going to be on a downer all day. We're not going to is disturbing Jedi Master. We're not going to talk about this all day because honestly, I think that everybody said their piece. I just said mine. I'll give Arwen and Dave Bob a chance to say theirs, but I don't have two shits to give to the people that got fired. The chick over at DC or the dude, whatever it is, that got fired, that was in charge of the Red Hook comics. I don't care that they got fired. The game devs that have been fired at Square Enix, guys, I love Square. I've been a lifelong Final Fantasy fan. I love those games. I will most likely never buy another product from them again. I don't care if they fire the lady or not. I know I'm not going to buy any DC books probably ever again, even though they fired him. I'm done. I'm done playing. I'm done being nice. I'm done being. I don't like to get into politics. I really don't. When I started this channel, it was to get away from all of that, and it was to have a haven. It was to have a place where people could hang out and they didn't have to deal with any of that. And I'm sorry if I'm getting a little, but it was a place where we could hang out and we could have a discussion and we could talk about stuff and we didn't have to worry about any of this bullshit. We didn't have to deal with any of this crap. We knew who each other are. We open arms, welcome in. I know Arwen's told that story over and over again. We just welcome Arwen. Mm-hmm. And even though there was an individual or two in the background going, I don't think that Arwen's a real woman. I think that Arwen's this, that, and the other, like fucking a leftist would. we welcome you with open arms. We love you. We try and be like that with everybody. And there have been people that have told me, Loki, you give people too many chances. You give people too many opportunities. You're too nice sometimes, and I probably am. I'm just saying that stops now. If you mess with anyone in the family, anyone in this giant Valhalla family that we have, this fellowship, the gloves are off. I'm not being nice. I don't care who you are. I have gotten to the breaking point before. Since this started, I've given people multiple chances to all, and all I ask is fucking be nice. How hard is that? Be nice. You're here, you're hanging out in the morning, you're hanging out with us, be fucking nice. How hard is that? If you can't do that, then just don't say anything. Now is the time not to be nice anymore.
Oh yes.
So I don't care if you are a friend. I don't care if you are a family. I don't care who you are. If you come in here, try and be respectful to the people in chat. You want to get mad at somebody. You want to get mad at me. You want to disagree with me. Fine. I don't care about that. We're not gonna dump you and ban you because you disagree with me. But you come in here celebrating someone's tragedy, especially someone who had family, who had kids.
He was a kid. He was a kid. He was 31 years
He's
old.
31.
Yeah.
He's
My
Eris's
God.
age. He's Eris's age.
He was a kid. Yeah.
He was and
With his whole life ahead of him.
with his whole life ahead of him. And I don't want this to be Tragedy Friday. I want to talk about some fun stuff. I want to get into some stuff. I loved making that intro. A lot of you guys are like, dude, that's a badass intro. Thank you. I loved making that. That took about 6 hours of sitting down and just cutting up scenes from movies, which was fun, which is one of the things I love to do. It's what inspired me to make my channel 15, 16 years ago, however long old this channel is in the first place. It is an old channel. It's been around forever. But I was inspired by doing stuff like that. And that's fun to me. This stuff like this is not fun. Just talking about this morning, it's not fun. And I don't want this to be fun. I want this to be escape. I want this to be a getaway. I want this to be a place where people can have fun and be happy. And I knew I was going to have to address this morning. I'm sorry if you're like, screw this. I'm out, Loki. I don't want to hear this. I've been hearing this all week. I get it. Hopefully you'll come back a little bit later in the show and you'll like what we're talking about. But I had to get this out. I had to talk about this because I'm obviously conflicted. I'm done. I am upset. I'm more upset by the people that fucking better well know better than to celebrate stupid shit like this. And I'm done with it all. I'm done. No quarter given. I'm not gonna take people's excuses. I'm not gonna be all like, well, we messed up now. You celebrated, you deal with the consequences. There was a lot of stuff when Trump won.
They're showing their true side.
They're showing their true selves, and there was a bunch of stuff about, if you know someone who voted for Trump, don't talk to them anymore. Don't associate with them until after his presidency is over. They did this with family. They told family to do this. Don't talk to a family member if you know they vote. Exile them out of your lives until Trump's done. If you did something like that, don't bother coming back because I don't want anything to do with you. I know a couple of people that were like, oh my God, I can't do this. I can't blah, blah, blah. I can't talk to you. I can't be around you because you did this. I voted for somebody. Now motherfucker's dead and you're celebrating. I'm sorry, but that bans you from ever coming back into my life and having any impact in my life. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're family. I don't care if you're in chat. I don't care who the fuck you are. If you celebrated this, you're gone. You're out of my life. I don't want anything to do with you. Blood relative or not. I don't care anymore. And I'm done. You guys say what you need to say and we'll move on and get to what we're going to talk about today. If you have anything to say, it's up to you guys.
All I can say is this country has come to a point in such a short amount of time because of all the negative hate speech that the mainstream media is always advocating. They throw it out there, Nazi, whatever, homophobic, just constantly bombarding people with this. And no wonder those younger people are soaking that in. That's all they hear. It's I don't know anymore. I mean, this country has taken a wrong turn, and we're going straight down the path to hell.
Yeah, that kind of sums it up. And the ironic thing about all this, and look, and I've said this before, one of the things my husband and I tried to teach our kids growing up, especially when they got, a little older and could have, more adult conversations, is we're like, look, there's going to come a point in your life where you may not believe what we believe. You may grow up to be an adult, make your own life, have your own opinions, choices, politics, whatever. The only thing that we ask of you is that whatever you believe it honestly, you believe it intelligently, you're able to support why you believe what you believe, you're able to have a conversation with people, understand why you believe what you believe. And Charlie Kirk, he went into these colleges and these talks and these debates, not just for us, for them, because over half the time when they're debating him, he'd ask them, okay, well, you say you believe this. What is that? Tell me what they couldn't even describe what the hell it was that they were claiming to believe. They were just parroting crap that they had heard. And when he's like, all right, tell me what it is, he's exposing that. And then he would have a conversation with them. And sometimes they would kind of see the light and be like, okay. And sometimes they wouldn't. But the point is, we need that. You need to have clarity of thought and clarity of discussion. And the thing that has blown our minds is I really think that the veil has been ripped away. And I think we all believed at the end of the day, no matter how heinous someone's belief might be to us, that everyone has that humanity in them, that it will only end with words. And yeah, okay, we've seen the riots, we've seen the violence, we see the crap that has been pulled over the past however many years. But at the end of the day, we still wanted to believe that people are decent human beings. And we have found out that is not true. And it is shocking and it is stunning. And it's why we've all tried to grasp and wrestle with this senseless act. A young man cut down in his prime for what? Wanting to encourage conversation
In
with
front of his
everyone, in front of his family. And we are shook because we realize, you know what? There are some people who genuinely do not have a shred of, they don't know how to be common, decent people.
There is evil
and it
in
has
this
shocked
world.
us to the core. Yes. And we've seen it. And the reason why I don't give two flips about those people being fired, let me tell you why. Who are they? They're educators. Some were firefighters. Some were medical professionals. And I'm not casting any shade on the people that treated Charlie Kirk. Please understand, I am not talking about them. I don't know them. I believe they did everything they could. But imagine some of these medical fucks up there celebrating this. I'm not going to them. How do I know if they don't find out my beliefs that they're just not going to treat me properly? Or God forbid that he went to a hospital that hated him. Would they have really tried to save him? That is where we're at. We don't know anymore. Are they going to put their political views before the safety of a human being just because? And that is why we are terrified and angry as hell. And you're right, Loki. No quarter anymore.
Look at COVID. What happened with COVID?
Yeah.
And how many people were like, "Oh, you didn't get the jab. Oh, well, you should be left. You shouldn't be allowed to be in the hospital, and you should be left outside to die."
Yeah.
We are fully awake. We are fully awake.
Just so everybody realizes, I have always been the black sheep politically in my family. I have been the one that said, I'm going to vote for who I want to vote for. I'm going to support who I'm going to support. I am not a straight party guy. I'm not a line item guy. I'm not one of those people that goes in there and votes all one way or anything like that. And to my dad's detriment, who sat there and was like, boy, you got to do this, this, and this. You can't be like, you can't give him no quarter. You can't you can't give him an inch. I said, no, there are people that really want to do good, and I want to support them, and they have good ideas, and I want to see what they can do. And party doesn't matter to me. And After the last 9 years, that's all that matters anymore. And I will be voting one way.
Yeah.
Not ever the other way. That is what you have done. That is what you have pushed us to. That is where I'm at right now. I will never, ever give you an inch. Thank you. You fulfilled my dad's wishes, my deceased father's wishes of, boy, you need to do this way. And I said, nope, I'll never do it that way. I was the black sheep. I was the only one in the family that was like, we should try, blah, 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 and this and that and the other. And now, no, everything's one way. So I don't care if Robert F. Kennedy Jr. wants to destroy gaming by censoring it and doing whatever he's going to do. Violent video games cause this. You know what? I'll fuck it. I don't care anymore. Censor it all. Prevent it from coming out. It's been taken over by leftists anyway. All their bullshit and propaganda is in all of this. All their leftist bullshit. Just look at The Last of Us 2 and the whole giant bag of bullshit that's involved in that. I'm done. I don't care anymore. Destroy the gaming industry. Destroy Hollywood. Burn it all down. I do not fucking care anymore. Have at it, guys, because I can't in any way, shape, or form back or support anything they do. Anything. I'm not going to argue. What you've done is you've taken someone that would argue against their own side that would say, I don't want to be like them. So, guys, let's not be like them. Let's not do the shit that they do. Let's not get people fired. Let's not infest everything everybody does. Let's not do this shit that they're doing, to the point where now I'm like, do whatever you want. I don't fucking care anymore. I really don't.
Yeah.
You destroyed the bridge builder in front of his kid. In front of his kid. His little girl ran to him when she heard it because she was scared.
Yeah.
And ran to daddy because she was scared. No more.
Yeah.
When I learned that and I got done being upset, my heart was fucking just destroyed when I found that out, because I have a daughter. And I can only imagine what my daughter would have done at 5 years old if something had happened like that. I can only imagine, and I would never want that on anyone's kid. So my last thought on this is, if you celebrated any of this, if you got a kick out of it, if you sat there and like, look, this is the close-up. This is the close-up from X. Oh, look, they magnified it. Oh, look, here's another view, which I saw constantly. Fuck all you people that were like, oh, here's another angle closer.
Oh,
look, you can see it here.
That's one of the reasons I just totally got off of X for a day
just
and
as
a half.
bad. You're just as fucking bad. That's what I did. I left. I fucking left. I said, guys, peace. I'll be back Friday. I just couldn't. I couldn't. Every time I got on there, it was like, oh, here's another angle. Anyone who celebrated that, anybody who profited off of it, anybody who did anything like that, I'm fucking done with. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out. I can't. And let me. Jedi Master Lost in Space. Thank you, brother, so very much. I know they've got it, guys. Anything that comes up here today, I know there's a GoFundMe up for Charlie's family. Anything you put in there today goes to that. So I'm not asking you to give. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm not running the damn GoFundMe. I'm not doing anything. I'm just saying, we're not going to profit off of this discussion. We're not going to make any money off of this. Anything you guys send today goes there. That way everybody freaking knows that I'm serious, and I'll give Dega's membership, since he used his membership chat, I'll throw in whatever his membership was for this month, and I'll send it, because I don't want to profit off of this in any way. I don't need it. We don't need it. We're fine. We're doing fine. It's not like I fucking need the money. I just can't. I can't. Well, all the evil showing its face this week. I've been doing the vindication dance with all the vax news. Feels great. It's crazy, and it's all being covered up because it's all this shit's overshadowing everything that's going on. All of it is, and it makes you wonder whether that was the point or not. It's not much, but here's my contribution. Samurai, thanks. Like I said, guys, it's not. I'm not asking for anything. I'm not saying, hey guys, let's help out Charlie's family. I'm just letting you know I'm not gonna make. I don't want any money today. Anything you guys give, I'll send to Charlie's family through the GoFundMe. Good morning, Loki and Arwen and Dave. Bob, have a great day. Skull, have a great day. Jedi Master. All of you need to have a great day. All of you need to go out and celebrate life. I'm going to tell you something. I said something to you guys at the end of the show on Wednesday, and the Wednesday was about the pendulum swinging. And you know what, guys? The pendulum's going to swing and break a fucking brick wall. The pendulum is going to swing, and it's going to break a brick wall, and I don't care. That was a warning on Wednesday. I said, let's make sure it doesn't swing too far back, because we don't want it to swing too. Honestly, I don't care. I don't. It'd serve them right if it swung back too far and they all got thrown in fucking jail for the bullshit they've done. I could care less anymore. When you can't have a discussion, when you can't talk to somebody, when you blame something like this on the weapon that was used instead of the person doing it, you're scum. You're absolute and total positive
and honestly,
scum.
what people don't seem to understand is it was a bolt action rifle with a scope on it, which has been around for over 125 years.
Yeah, they call that an assault rifle. They try and call that an assault rifle.
Yeah, it's a bolt action rifle. That's all it is. They keep saying it's a high powered bolt action rifle.
It's a 308 is what it is, which is a standard hunting rifle.
One of the two.
Yeah, 30-06 or 308. I can't remember. I think it's a 30-06. This is your standard hunting rifle. This is what you go deer hunting with.
Yep. That's probably over 50 million people in this country have one of them.
Unless you're the friend I grew up with, and then you go hunting with 7 mag, and I'm like, my God, man, you blow a hole. There's not going to be any jerky left. Shit.
Oh, jeez.
There's not going to be any jerky to make left because you used the damn 7 mag. That's what I do.
7mm shooting times Westerner.
God, help me. The left doesn't want guns banned to make us safe. They want them banned so they can do stuff like this without any retribution. Yeah.
I do want to throw out one thing that actually encouraged me. I mean, not Wednesday. Wednesday was cesspool.
Oh yeah, I'm just
most dregs evil. Yeah, but
I just stayed away. I had to.
And you
I
were
couldn't.
right to. But
Exactly.
yesterday, it was all coming out, and I literally saw as many. And I'm going to say young people because I'm talking these. They looked like late high school, early college kids, or a lot of them who were doing these videos. I saw as many videos from kids like that versus the ones who were being nut job crazy coming out saying, y'all, what is going on? This is not what we stand for. And I don't know how many were like, I'm leaving the left.
Yeah,
I'm leaving them because whether or not I agree with Charlie Kirk is irrelevant. I agree. He had free speech. The guy wasn't doing anything.
They don't realize that what they are doing right now on the left with all their celebrating and acting like a bunch of horses' asses, they are driving people away.
In droves, young people, y'all, young people. And that is, if they could get even they could tell, man, where's our humanity? So that was encouraging to me, just to see people waking up on a global scale. And they're celebrating, not celebrating, I'm sorry. They are honoring with vigil all over the world. Spain, France, South Korea. They are holding vigil for this man. I've even seen people in China come out and say, what y'all doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
And they're serious.
They are. They're very
appalled.
Serious. Ironcaster, I'll make sure your membership this month goes to Charlie and his family. You too, along with Adega. Anybody wants to use their membership message today, by all means do it. I'll make sure it goes. I'll give it to the GoFundMe. They're all post 9/11 kids. They have no direct memory of that time 24 years ago. It was history to them. Yeah, waking up or being in class or your teacher saying, "Hey, you got to look at this." I went through the Challenger explosion where they pulled out the TVs and they were like,
same.
You know, I know Arwen went through that. I think Dave Bob's too old. He was probably in a field somewhere picking cotton.
My kids were probably traumatized by it.
Yeah. Stick says, I found the kid's house on Google Maps satellite view, and there was a hunting sticker on the back of his vehicle.
My God.
I heard that they got him. I haven't updated yet. I'll look after we're done here. I don't want to do that while we're on here. I don't want to talk about this for the rest of the day.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah,
it's not why.
Agreed.
Like I said, I made this place to get away from a lot of the shit that was going on, to get away from a lot of the, well, you can't talk about this. And YouTube has done that. All these companies have done that. Big corporations are like, well, you can't say that. You can't say that. I know Arwen and Arlena got shut down during the coup for talking about the coup.
We had Adega on. Adega was spitting some facts, and YouTube couldn't handle it, is what it was.
YouTube couldn't handle it. And they want to do more of that. They're like, oh, you want this to stop? Stop talking about this stuff. And I couldn't believe that when I heard that from the politicians in Washington. AOC said it. The fucking turban lady, whatever her name is, she said it. And Alien Omar said it. You can't talk about these things. They should be censored. They should not be allowed to have a voice. That's what freedom of speech is. I don't know what world you live in where debate is outlawed. I grew up on a debate team in junior high and high school. I was in academic games. Not only did I debate people, but I was part of the acting team too. And all of my acting stuff was improv. It's one of the reasons why I love doing what we do. It's one of the reasons why I love doing this show. It's why I always loved working with Mike, because Mike could improv with the best of them back and forth. We could joke around and have fun and do skits and do all that kind of crazy shit. Have a good time. That's one of the things I love. You're basically saying you can no longer debate people. You can no longer give people your opinion. Be afraid to give people your opinion. Suck a fucking bag of dicks. That is not happening. We will continue to debate. We'll continue to talk, especially for Charlie. We will continue to have those discussions, even if people don't want to hear them. A $20 super chat from Dan Funk. I almost said Dean Krantz. I'm so sorry, Dan. The funkiest funk of the funk, Dan Funk, says we can have disagreements, but the discussions and compromises can work. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. And that's what they're most afraid of, is having a discussion about anything. It's their way or the highway. And that's the problem. And that's what I've said the problem is for years. And I owe you guys a skull. I owe you guys a skull. So I'm going to give you two of them. I'm going to give you two of my favorites. So these two are just for you guys. Thank you so very much for your super chats. You know where they're going. Skull and tuck and roll, guys.
A doll? I've never seen a doll. Nobody
It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill. God help me. If you haven't seen A Million Ways to Die in the West, we all sat down and watched that at the last Valhalla Con. Sit down and watch it. One hell of a funny movie. I don't always agree with Seth, but I love that freaking movie. So
Yeah. We need a little bit of Samuel L. Jackson.
Failure to communicate. Daryl the Derelict with 49-month member chat. Thank you for being a member. Holy shit, almost 50. Escapism is not just wanted, it is needed. You can't get lost in the tragedy. No matter how bad things get, levity will keep you sane. Green hearts all around. Love the green hearts. Anyone that hates the green hearts, you're a fucking communist and a faggot. So anybody who hates the green hearts can kiss my ass.
They're retarded.
So if you've ever bitched about anybody throwing a green heart in chat,
anyway, I won't go.
We need to look at.
Oh, by all means, go there.
Of all the fucking things in the world to get twisted over,
a green heart in chat. I don't like her. It. You know what, Arwen? It's the Family Guy episode of Return of the Jedi when they're all standing there in the command center, right? And you see Mon Mothma, and Peter's like, "Hey, Lois, look, there's another woman in the galaxy," and Lois is like, "I don't like it." Because it's the first woman you've seen in the entire trilogy besides Princess Leia Lois, right? So as soon as she sees her, she's like, "I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it." Of course you don't. There's another woman in the galaxy. And then
I'm harmless, y'all. I'm so harmless.
If you're that frightened of another woman, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe go to therapy or stop lying to your therapist and talk about the shit that actually matters. So
we need to look at some of Man Squatch's stuff.
We do. Man Squatch,
yeah,
I want to tell you.
Today. Yes.
Man Squatch sent me a whole bunch of stuff Wednesday because he said, "Loki, after everything that's happened, I don't know if I'll be around Friday." And I said, "I understand, bro.
Yeah.
I totally understand." So we're gonna show you the ones he did post on X first. I don't know if the ones in there are different. I have to look at them again, but I'll pull up my DMs here in just a second. This is healing. Let's heal. This is for healing. I don't know why Arwen has a landing strip on her bottom lip.
Just trying out a new look, I guess.
Too much Botox or collagen or whatever.
Oh yeah, I got them duck lips.
But she's got a little black landing strip on her, and I've got crosses on the side of my face.
Yeah.
Holy crap! And Dave Bob's just being Dave Bob.
He looks good as always.
Dave Bob's gonna Dave Bob.
We're dancing.
Disco.
We're doing the funky chicken.
Disco chicken.
Have you guys ever heard the what is it? The Staying Alive, but it's AC/DC's Staying Alive.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God. Best mashup ever. Yes.
Yeah.
So good. That's what I would want to rock out to. But with the disco balls, y'all.
Well, when you're rocking out with your cock out.
Oh, completely and unashamed, apparently. Unashamed.
You got to look at it like this, you know. I like dancing, and I especially like dancing with skinny women.
Yeah, I need to eat a burger. I'm sorry. My thigh is bigger than that waist. Come on now. I've never been that thin ever. But we're grooving, y'all. We are grooving. We're looking good.
Arwen Twiggy. Twiggy Arwen.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
I've got a fucking French thing going on here.
Oh my God, you're ready
y'all remember that show?
I haven't worn leather pants since
back
I was
in the
my
70s.
20s.
We're just going to call this the odd squad. One white, one Asian, and one redhead.
Yes. That's us.
Okay, so I will admit, when I was 22, 23 years old, I had a pair of black leather pants like that.
I believe it.
I don't anymore. God help me. But yes, I had a pair of, and you don't ever want them to get wet, ever.
I
Ever.
will have to admit I have never owned anything leather other than a jacket, and it was more of the suede leather, you know.
Oh, did you get a
I love
members
suede.
only?
Oh, I have plenty of members only jackets.
Okay.
Sweet
That's what I
great.
figured was
Back
black
in the
members
80s,
only.
heck, that was high fashion.
Yeah. I sometimes I miss being on a bike. I really do. I was riding my bike and a bicycle. I don't have a motorcycle anymore. And I really missed it the other day. I really missed it. I wanted to be on one really bad.
Yeah.
And I've
I
just
know.
got to remember shoulder held together by baling wire and duct tape. And it
If
hurts
y'all
just
did-
doing this. Just putting
if
my
y'all
hand
didn't-
here, this
Oof.
hurts. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oof.
If y'all didn't know, right there in that picture, we're doing the funky chicken.
Yes, we are.
yes, we're doing the funky chicken dance.
Oh, I like that top. I'd wear that.
Get your Amish on.
We look good.
Get your Amish on today. I look like I'm about to build a barn.
I was about to start singing somewhere over the rainbow.
2025 Wizard
The
Bob
Hawaiian
right there.
version of it, though.
Yeah.
The Hawaiian version.
We don't need no stinking line. We got a big ass chicken.
We
We
don't
love our
need
chicken.
no education. Oh, okay. Those are the ones, and the ones Man Squatch sent me in DM are the same thing. So,
Those are fantastic.
thank you, Man Squatch, for giving us a laugh and a smile this morning that we desperately needed.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, you have my word. That's what I'm going to try and give you every morning, whether it's on a Monday, whether it's on a Wednesday. And Mondays are especially difficult right now because we had a whole hour of derp.
Oh, I can
From
come
the
back
Alien
to
Whisperer?
Mondays now. I can come back and watch Mondays because I'm actually caught up on Alien Earth. I was purposely avoiding any streams about it because I'm like, all right, I dig the Xenomorph. I am all up in that. I'm gonna watch it for my own opinion, which so far I will keep to myself until it's appropriate, but because I don't want any spoilers. But yeah, I'm caught up. I will be back on Mondays in your chat.
Okay, so you can't do that and then not say anything.
I
Please
have
give me
opinions.
please give me your thoughts on click
Oh,
the
God.
alien whispering.
No, okay. I will say this. I will not deny, there are some really existential, larger than life questions that come up that are interesting to explore. There are a couple of moments that I'm like, all right, this conversation's grooving. I'm getting where they want to go. And then there are other times I'm like, oh my God, can we get on with the dialogue? It's so fucking slow and it's intermediate. And oh my God, I'm in pain. But yeah, I do have some problems. But to be fair, like I said, there are some things that are redeemable. But
Who here that's been watching Alien wants to see the eyeball take over the dame and have the dame fight the alien? I do. I don't care about any of these weirdos. I really don't.
the
best guy been in the whole show is the cyborg, the Wayland Yutani cyborg.
I
He's
love
the
the
best fucking
cyborg.
character in the whole show. He's the best
really
actor.
enjoy him. Yeah, I enjoy the cyborg. I don't mind Wendy, the way she's they have her act and the kids. You kind of okay, but the whole thing's just what it's ooh, and it's there's just some areas that I have questions about. But yeah, Cyborg's doing his business. He's getting down, getting shit done.
I don't know anything about
God,
it. I
it's
haven't
better.
watched any of it, but I
Yeah.
did hear something about now there's some kind of alien that eats scents or something.
I don't.
It doesn't eat scent. It's
There's a lot
okay.
of
So you
aliens.
got multiple different types of aliens in the show. There is this eyeball that has like squid feet. It's got like tentacles. It's an eyeball with tentacles. And it can get into a creature like a goat or a human or whatever and takes over their entire body. So it replaces their eye with itself.
Yeah.
And it thinks it's slick. Like there's a moment where it looks at somebody and it like a tentacle comes down from the eye and like raises the mouth up to where it looks like it's smiling, like, hello. And I don't know if it thought like, oh, I will fool them by looking like them. Hi. But you know immediately that this thing is this not right. There are these little tick-like creatures that can suck all the blood out of a human. It's like, I mean, they just like
Yeah,
they got it all out of a straw.
They're nasty.
And they just, and all that's left is the husk that's left over after that. They're nasty. There is obviously the xenomorph. There are these weird, like mosquito type things that spit acid or something. We just saw a full shot of them for the first time. They've been teasing us about that. And then there's the vagina plant. And for anybody out there that's like, what did you just say, Loki? A what? A vagina plant. It's a giant plant that looks like it's about to pop open its vagina and eat you.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. And we haven't seen what it does yet. I'm waiting for it because I want it to be like, oh, and you be like, oh, damn. Oh, snap. That's nasty. I want to see what happens with the vagina plant. But so far, the eyeball is like my favorite. I want to see the eyeball win. At the end of this, I want some motherfucker on a dinghy at the end that's like, I'm rowing to Thailand, right? And it looks over and the eye's there. And it's like, hello, audience. That's what I want to see at the end of this.
I would have been fine if the first victim we see of the eyeball wasn't a cat. I was like, oh, I want you dead, you dumb little eyeball.
Have a good day, Gun Bunny.
Have a good day, Gun Bunny. Have a good one.
But I'm still watching it. I'm still watching it. I am the stuff that I'm really interested in is keeping me invested. But no, the whole fuck off with that. No, that was stupid.
He's purring to the xenomorph, guys.
That was
and
dumb.
She's like, you know, my little baby.
Yeah,
you want a little hug? And it's like, mama. And you're like, oh no, y'all did not do that.
Yeah, no, I was rolling my eyes so hard. I'm surprised y'all didn't hear the crack from wherever you're at. My brain once it hit my skull. No, that was stupid.
Now now that's not to say that there aren't like little bits and pieces that are good.
Yeah.
There's a scene in this last episode where you literally see it's like an empty cell. That's all you see. And then you see the xenomorph come down, twisting and turning on its tail. Yeah. And you're like, that is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
More Xenos. I want more Xenos. I want more. I want to, and I want them to be the Xenos that they are. I don't want to be, I'm going to communicate with you. You're going to be my baby. And no, I want them who they are. They are terrifying. They're one of the few aliens of all these movies that I'm like, I would never want to meet one ever, because they're so fascinating.
Pat S says, I want to see what happens with the vagina plant. Might be the worst thing said on this channel ever. Just saying. I really do. Alien Earth sucks ass. I just can't. I understand. If it wasn't for Zero, I wouldn't even given it a shot.
I don't even think Zero wants to be watching.
Zero wants to quit talking about it. I'll just say that.
Really?
Zero wants to quit talking about it. He's like, I am done.
Yeah.
This is all stupid.
I'm not.
I liked the episode on the ship. So
that one was actually really good. Yes, that I was like, I was lost in it.
Give me another hour of that. Give me one more hour of that. Make it a 2-hour like mini series in the series.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Good. That was good. I will say that was really good.
And I understand some people are like, Loki, but the people on that ship were stupid. Dumbass fucking people in the first movie. Dumbass Marines and aliens where they were like, what are we supposed to use, man? Harsh language? And they went into the hive without any weapons. Dumbass people. Alien 3. Remote control. Here are the facts. I'm about to die, but I'm going to act like nothing's going on. Ah! Pulled into a vent and killed by the alien. Alien Resurrection. Don't even get me started on Alien Resurrection. It's all for you, Ripley. She's giving birth to a baby. Fucking stupid. And don't even get me started on the prequel shit that Ridley Scott did. Don't even get me started on Prometheus and Covenant and that shit. Okay? Romulus was bad enough. The first half of Romulus was great. And then they were like, let's pick things from every other Aliens movie and emulate it. And I hate it.
Right.
So don't tell me these people are stupid. And that is so odd for an alien. No, there were dumbass people in every alien. Just look at Kane. Oh, there's something down here, guys. They look like eggs. I'm going to stick my face in one. Bloody hell, there's movement. There's movement in the egg. I'm going to put my head directly over the egg after it opens. There's always been dumb shit.
No survival instinct at all.
But at this point in the game, that you can the original crew, you can almost give them, all right, y'all were dumb, but you didn't really know what. Now they know what they're up against, and they're still being stupid. So at this point, no, y'all, no. They're big aliens, and that we can't all talk to them, and we can't all purr. Okay, right. We're not all going to bond with them as our babies. They want to eat your face.
Just don't stick your face in that plant, Dane. Yeah, yeah. There's something coming out of the plant. It looks like a giant penis. Oh my God, it's a vagina plant. Kane, what do you say? I think he said it was a vagina plant. Must be some kind of radio interference. He couldn't have said that. Why would he say vagina plant? Yeah. Game over, man. Game over. We're screwed, man. We're fucked. We're shit. We're dead, man. Why don't we build a campfire? Sing a couple of songs, okay?
The only way to be sure is to nuke it from orbit.
That's right. And I swear to God, if we get to the end of this and they're like, apparently there's been an alien outbreak on this island in Thailand, and they're like, nuke it. It's the only way to be sure. I'm going to be like, no.
That's pretty much the only way they can do it, because it's prequel. And,
2 years before Alien.
Yeah.
So, yes, all this happens 2 years before Alien. This is why they reroute the Nostromo and send it to LV-426, because they lose the specimens that they had. So they want them to accidentally pick it up and bring it back. God help me.
But I am still watching. Like I said, I am still watching. So we'll see what happens. Although one more thing, because I want this so bad. Can Peter Pan please be taken out soon? Please.
You talking about the guy or
the trillionaire? Yeah, he is the most annoying.
Boy Cavalier.
It is all about ego with him. He wants this. He created it because he wants somebody smarter than him to talk to.
Well, he's under this
statistical. Of course.
He's under this impression that he's always going to be a kid. And I don't think that's his body.
Oh my God, him Norris Butler. I think there's something's been happening there. No, I agree. I think maybe one of them is the original experiment.
Yeah. And
they're just keeping it on the down low. I don't know. Something's funky with him.
I'm going to be a little boy forever.
Yeah. But he still irritates the crap out of me.
Yep. I don't think he's human. I think he's a synth like them.
But the whole Neverland, and that's why he's so. Although, at first I was like the kids, but then when he's like, well, we don't make them in kid size, and then we'd have to transfer your consciousness. I'm thinking they'd have to transfer their consciousness from a kid body to an adult body. You know what? Okay, I actually buy that. I actually was like, all right, they're throwing us an excuse why they're sending out these kids. I'll buy it for now. Let's see what happens. When I was first watching it, I was like, I'll see what happens. But
Yeah. Yeah, and so Soul Assassin, you're absolutely right. Absolutely correct. They did the same thing in AVP.
so
I don't know. This is what you get when Disney takes over an IP. Just wait until Predator, the new Predator comes out, where he's going to have a female on his back constantly.
Yeah, half a female.
Half a female on his back telling him what to do and how to be a predator. The only way to learn how to be a predator is to have a human female tell you how to be a human predator. Okay. All righty then.
because
Sure
they
thing.
know best.
Did you guys see the director's cut of Killer of Killers?
No.
Okay. So as they're going through, so what Killer of Killers is about is throughout history, people have fought the predators, right? And some of them have won. Okay. Well, what Killer of Killers is about is they take these 4 people that have taken out predators in the past and they throw them into a predator arena on an alien planet.
Oh
And they
my
have
God.
to fight. They have to fight to see who's going to take on the leader.
Yeah.
Right. Well, at the very end, you see Pocahontas from Prey. You see that one Indian girl from Prey, right? On the
Mhm.
extended cut, you see Dutch from the original Predator. You see Arnold Schwarzenegger's Dutch, and you see Danny. What's his name from Lethal Weapon?
Glover.
Danny Glover. Thank you, Arwen. Danny Glover from Predator 2. You see his character.
Huh.
So you see them in this frozen. They're in cryo. They're frozen in cryo, and they're waiting to throw them into the arena.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Harrigan, thank you, Soul Assassin Harrigan. So you see Harrigan and Dutch from Predator and Predator 2, frozen in cryo, and the chick from Prey, Pocahontas from Prey, and they're going to throw them into the arena. So if we get a sequel to Killer of Killers, we may get we may get the story of what happens to Dutch, what happens to Harrigan, and what happens to Pocahontas. I wouldn't be upset with that. I'd want to see that.
They're going to have to do some heavy CGI to make them look.
Well,
like that.
this is all CG animated.
Oh, okay.
So Arnold had to give his okay. That's why it's in the director's cut, because Arnold had to be like, yeah, you can use my likeness. You can use my likeness from Predator in your little thing.
Okay.
So
That's very
either
cool.
they're gonna bring him in to voice it, or unless they've already done that, I don't know. I have no clue. Or they'll get somebody else to voice it, but it'll look like him because he's agreed to it. He's signed
I
off.
have to watch this. I've actually never heard of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Killer of Killers.
Killers?
Predator, Killer of Killers.
All right, I'm gonna check that out. That sounds
It
good.
should be on I don't know if the director's cut's on there, but it should be on like oh god, what's the Flixster? It should be on Flixster.
Okay.
So
I like what Project Cambrian has up there. The new synthetic line, the NAG 1000.
what's the derp? It's the derp 10,000. It's the derpy derp.
Derp.
It's the
Just
derpy
pat me
derp.
on your back. I'm the derpy derp.
She's Lloyd's sister from Dumb and Dumber. I am not fucking kidding you. Derpy derp derp derp. Pretty bird, pretty alien, pretty alien.
Oh my god. Ugh.
God, yeah, I'm too old for this shit.
But see, this is why I'm glad I watched it without any kind of hearing anyone else's commentary, because then I'm like, all right, I honestly like this part, and I honestly think this part is dumb as hell. It's like, yeah, potential, but oh my god, come on, y'all. And okay, Timothy Olyphant is the synth guy with the white hair.
But yes.
Oh, so
Timothy.
many slow-mo takes on him where he's standing there and the camera pans and the camera's on him, and then the camera's on him, and I'm like, can you do something? Smile, sing, Something. How long are we going to linger on you before we know, okay, he's a distasteful Sith. He's giving a distasteful moment. He's not pleased with what's happening, but he's a Sith, so he's calm. And so he's going to stand there and he's going to stare. And then he's going to stare some more. And then he's going to stare a little bit longer. I'm like, move on.
Well, there were people that jumped at this whole thing from the last episode. We'll talk about this Monday more. But there were obviously people that went nuts, thought like, how can he be like everything's okay? You know, everything's all right. Da, 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 da. He doesn't give a shit about these other androids.
No, not at all.
They're not humans. And the guy that got face hugged, he's part of the company. And he's already been told, you need to make more of these aliens. So he is doing what he was told to do.
Yeah.
And for anybody that's like, first law of robotics, man, they didn't start using that until Bishop's line. Okay. So Ash and this guy don't have the you must not allow human beings to get hurt line of code. They don't care. Yeah. They just do what they're told. See, that was the thing Bishop had to explain to Ripley. He's like, that can't happen now with our behavioral inhibitors. Yeah. I cannot harm you and by action allow you to be harmed, which means that if you're about to be hurt, my ass has to jump in front of you and take the bullet because I'm an android.
That's why David could do all he could do. He didn't have any inhibitions.
That's right. And that's because they're not programmed with any of that shit yet. They don't have that yet. So for all the people freaking out saying he's an android, man, he's got to follow the rules of robotics, man, they haven't been implemented yet there.
Oh, yeah. No. I absolutely, yeah, that I totally agree with that.
So none of that is in their code yet.
So long, the camera and the long dialogue and the spaces, and I'm like, can we pick that's why I think I loved the ship scene so much, because it was paced well.
Yeah,
it wasn't like these long drawn out moments with people just staring at each other. I'm like, well, shit, I could just stare at people. That's not exciting.
Timothy Oliphant was only there for a certain amount of time, which means that his scenes were done and he was gone. He never went to Thailand. He was never in Thailand with the rest of the crew. A lot of the crew went to Thailand. He didn't. He went in, did his scenes, and left, and never went back. So whatever they have with Timothy Oliphant, that's what they have. That's what they're going to use.
Gotcha.
I personally believe he was completely wasted in this series.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, he's a very emotional character, and he, play a robotic character. That ain't him.
They could have given him more to work with, though.
They could have given him more.
And that's why I was so frustrated. I'm like, I don't want to just see him looking sternly for a minute
at a screen, which is mostly what they have him do. 90% of his scenes are this.
Yes, and it's a lot of
this. Looking in front of a screen, tapping on a thing, or holding up like a fucking iPad, looking at the iPad. That's what 90% of his scenes are.
So I wanted more. But
and he knows what's going on, and we have no idea why he's just letting it all happen. He knows that the cyborg is talking to Shmi,
right,
or whatever.
Right.
We know all of that. We know, yes, the guy from Justified. Who's also in Deadwood. Guys, if you haven't seen Deadwood, I think it's better than Justified. His part in Deadwood is better than who he was in Justified. My humble opinion, I'm sure there are people that are going to argue that with me, but I liked him better in Deadwood. I loved his character in Deadwood.
Deadwood overall was a better show.
And made him. That really made him as an actor.
And I will say, from looking at the actors from that point of view, him and his friend, the two, I can't remember the friend's name, his black friend. You got the one Indian boy, and then you've got the black friend. And
it's either Shmi or
yeah. Those two act the most like kids.
Like kids
would act, and I was here for it. I'm like, if you're gonna put kids in kids' bodies, okay, then there has to be some. They're not just their brains aren't gonna age overnight. They're still gonna, So those two, I'm actually enjoying their performances very much. Oh, Oh my God, Spawn! Hey, Spawn! I'm sorry, Mom.
I was wondering if you were going to catch that. Meow, meow, hello.
Hey, meow, meow, Spawn. Hello, my sweetheart.
All right, we've been here over an hour. We started late. I'm gonna take my glasses off for a minute. Yeah, I know, right? You can see my eyeballs. Guys, open up your heart. Have a good time. Try and give people a good time. I understand you can get swept up in all of this. That's why I didn't go live Wednesday after all of the BS happened. That's why I didn't go live yesterday. Eris is like, "Are you going to go live and talk about this?" And I explained to her what happened. The fact that I watched someone I know, someone I care about a great deal, celebrating this and how bad that hurt and what it meant. I couldn't be online after that. I couldn't be on X after that. I didn't want anything to do. And I had to come to terms with the fact that some people are really screwed up. Some people have some real issues on all sides. But I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna let that in, and I'm not gonna let it affect me anymore. And if you're one of those people that celebrated any of the nonsense the last 2 days, you can get fucked. And I just don't care anymore. I want to be. I want y'all to have a good time every morning. I want you to all have fun. I want you to laugh. I saw Jedi like falling out of his chair earlier. Jedi down, Jedi down. I know Arwen was laughing when she saw the Corbin Dallas thing this morning.
Yeah,
there are things we want to do, and we want to make people laugh, and we want you to have a good time. I want you to have a good morning every single time you come in here, and you say hi to people, and they say hi back, and you get welcomed, and the show starts. And you're like, "What's up, Loki?" I want you guys to have a good time, and I want you to have fun. I don't want, yeah, there are times where we have that discussion. There are times where we have the hard discussions, but I don't want that to be, I don't want that to be an always thing. I want you guys to have an escape. That's what I needed at the time in my life when I started this channel. I needed an escape because I was in a horrible place. I was in a deep, deep, dark pit. I was in a horrible place, and I didn't know how I was ever going to get out of it. And the people that's celebrating this, they're the people that want you to always stay in that dark place. They never want you to get out of it. They want you to live in that dark place because that's where they live.
Yeah.
They live in that dark place, and they want company because they're miserable, and they're miserable, twisted fucks. And I refuse to give it to them. I will not share space in that dark, dark place with a bunch of people that want to stay there because you got to get out of that. You have to.
Life is too short to
Life is
spend
too
with
short.
those type of people.
That's right. And that's what I want to give you guys every single day is a chance to get out of that. I told that to somebody once and they were like, "Loki, you encouraged me to do live streaming and you fucking suck and I hate you and I'll never be popular and da 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 da." And I'm like, "Dude, I just gave you a hand to get out of the pit you're in. If you don't want to take it, that's fine. That's your choice." My fucks are gone. My give a fucks are gone. There is no more hand to the people that want to slap mine away. If you slap mine away, that's all you get. You'll get it once, but if you slap it away, I'm not going to keep offering it up to you and try and get you out of the horrible, shitty pit you're in. You can get yourself out. But I will be here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We will do our very best to make you smile, to make you laugh, to give you a good time, to get you out of that, if that's what you need. So I love you guys. I really do. Everybody that's here, everybody that comes in here and hangs out, you guys are the best. And you're the best of us. And yeah, the sun does rise. It doesn't just set.
Yeah.
The question is, do you want it to? And if you want it to, then get out of that pit. Get out of that deep, dark pit you're in. Get out of the negativity you're in. And see the sunshine. I said it yesterday. I said, go outside and listen to the wind, listen to the trees, walk around barefoot. Stand in the rain, guys.
Just don't walk through my front yard. You'll get stickers in your feet.
Go outside and stand in the rain. Loki, why would you tell us to do that? Because after I found out years ago that I had cancer, I went outside when it was storming and I stood in the rain and I just let it rain on me. Why would you do that? You could get sick because when you're a kid, you always want to go out and play in the rain. You're always told, no, don't go out there. You'll catch cold. And I said, you know what? I just don't care. I'm going to go outside and I'm going to stand in the rain. And every once in a while, guys, Eris will be walking through my house, our house, and be like, okay, she calls me by my name, of course, okay, and she'll go to the back door and she'll open the back door and I'm like, oh, like fucking Shawshank Redemption out there, and I'm just standing in the rain and she's like, you're gonna catch cold, and I'm like, I know, and I don't care, because
cleansing.
Yeah. So guys, go outside until he was hit by lightning. That's right. Until I'm hit by lightning. Hey, I went out in the middle of a fucking hurricane at one point. This is decades ago, of course. This is when I lived in Galveston.
So that's where that picture of the guy with the flag standing out in the hurricane came from.
I was out on a pier. I shit you not. I was out on a pier pulling a Lieutenant Dan, going, come and get me, motherfucker. In the middle of a hurricane in Galveston Island. I shit you not. I doubt there's a picture of that, but yes, I did do that. And yes, it was stupid. And yes, I had to walk home in that. And yes, I did almost catch pneumonia. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do something a little silly just to remind yourself you're still alive. And that's the honest to God truth.
Sometimes she does. Sometimes she slips, and yeah. Sometimes it happens. She'd be like, "Oh my God, I haven't done that in forever." Okay, yeah.
Who's that guy on the Weather Channel? Loki's trying to be like him.
Lieutenant Loki, ice cream.
Ice cream today.
Damn Gump. Anyway, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Is there back tubes tonight?
Yes, the stream's already been made. Thumbnail is great. It is about escapism, how we need it. Y'all come out tonight. We're going to do our very best just to blow off some steam and revel in some friendship. Because damn it, that's what we need right now. So, yep, 7:00-ish, around there, at some point within the hour. Yeah.
Stay tuned next week from when I tweet the intro and Gump's like,
Lieutenant Dan. Just show him jumping off the boat while it's going by.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're getting out of here, guys. Take care. Be excellent to each other. And I mean that. It's not just words. I mean that. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. And always speak friend honor. Important. Take care, everybody, and have a great weekend. We'll see you tonight. Late show.
Bye.
Mwah. Love y'all.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.